when we came off the floor and I looked at the box, I was blown away. I'm not sure I've ever seen a line like that. And so, you know, she works so hard and she gets what she gets in the flow. She's not a kid that really presses and goes out of her way trying to create things for herself. She's versatile, she can face up, and obviously she can score with her back to the basket, but just the job that she did on the glass for us tonight, particularly with Zaria being out of the lineup. That was something that happened right before the game started, so we really didn't have a lot of time to adjust to the idea of her not being on the floor tonight. But it was almost like LT knew that we were going to need a little bit of an extra push on the glass, and she just kind of innately gave it to us. So just really proud of the effort. What she does on offense, we think she can do every night. We think sometimes she goes away when we feel like she should be like enforcing herself on people, forcing her will on people. But what she did on the glass tonight was just special. And I think that just kind of gives people a little bit of a glimpse of what kind of kid she is. And as a sophomore, who she's going to be for us over the next couple of years.
Okay. Was it part of the game plan to kind of feature her early and really kind of try to feed her the ball early?
Well, again, with Zaria coming out of the lineup, she kind of becomes our go-to back to the basket post player. Our offense is really centered around paint touches. We want to work offense inside out. So we always want to get paint touches, whether it be penetration or post entry. So yeah, with her being in that role tonight, being usually the first post down the floor that we could seal and look to get the ball to, definitely that was part of the plan. But Lauren's always a highlight for us offensively. She's always somebody we're looking for, whether it's in the paint or whether she's facing up. She's somebody we know has the ability to score. So obviously with her being in the role of being that back to the basket post tonight, it just made her that much more important because we had to look for her inside and out tonight.
All right, Coach, obviously got off to the good lead, then they kind of came back there in that second quarter. Then the third quarter, that big, I think it was 18-0 run, just really kind of took the win out of their sails, and that really kind of propelled you girls to the win. So,
when we will learn to stop turning the ball over and allowing our defensive effort to be dictated by our offensive production, right? That's who we are right now. We're a little bit young in terms of who we are and how we play, and we can guard you if we're hitting shots. And then when we stop hitting shots, it becomes problematic because now we can't figure out how to guard anybody either. So the conversation at halftime was just that, like, we've got to grow up, particularly over these next couple of weeks in February and heading into a conference tournament, to be a team that can continue to defend even when we hit those lulls in the middle of a quarter where we're not scoring in bunches like we're used to, but we can still get the stops that we need. And I think that's what happened to us tonight. North Greenville's a good team. They've got some kids that can score. They're well coached. We knew they were going to make a run at some point. And I just felt like when we turned the ball over a few times, it allowed them to get out in transition. It shifted the momentum. And we didn't do as good a job, particularly in the second quarter, defending as we needed to.